Oh yeah, I mean, look, it goes without saying. Real humbling experience, and one which was pretty shell shocking, really, in the sense of the result. I'm probably not surprised too much, to be honest with you, in the sense of the levels that we're playing against here, and the quality is just far greater than what we have at this present moment in time at our disposal, really. While of course it's not me making an excuse, because there's some goals in that game which were down to our own doing. In terms of the set play, goals were really poor, and we could do something about that. But at this present moment in time, I feel sorry for the fans. I feel sorry for the players, to be honest with you, because at this moment we're just a little bit under-equipped at this level from where we've come from for what we have, and it's been proved a bit difficult.
Is that the biggest thing you've said to us for a few weeks now, that signs have got to be made to make the squad competitive and stuff like that? Does that just shine a light on it today? I know obviously Liverpool away is a daunting test for any team, but does that just shine a light on how big in a few days this can be for the club?
It doesn't shine a light on it for me, because throughout the summer that's exactly where I see it. This team at this present moment in time, there's players playing in this team, huge quality, don't get me wrong, but the levels of what they've gone up to, this is the first time they're experiencing Premier League, and the evolution of the squad and where it is at this present moment in time, we are where we are. So while of course I never would have thought that we could come here and get beat 9-0, I didn't expect that, but I expected and at times see things that I knew that this season will be a real challenge for us in certain moments and certain games. So, because just by the sheer quality, it's a young, inexperienced team at this level, free transfers, and this is just where we are.
It's not the easiest question to ask. You said before you've been in football 20 years, more than 20 years now. Is this one of your toughest days? Oh
yeah, for sure. This is the toughest day. As a player, and certainly as a coach, this is the toughest, the most painful day that I've experienced, for sure. Yeah, and that touchline today was pretty painful, and I could sense it was painful for the players on the pitch as well. I felt for every single one of them, because they need some help, and at them moments, it was, the levels were just too great.
Just quickly check, no Lloyd Kelly today, and then Pearson came off. Just updates on them.
Yeah, Lloyd Kelly was just got a slight niggle with his abductor, and he just missed out today. Couldn't have him. I mean, we missed him dearly today. Just his physical attributes and his quality in them moments. We missed that really. Hopefully, he's touch and go for Wednesday, but hopefully we can have him back, because certainly we can't afford to be missing players. And Ben Pearson is still early, but it looked a nasty one at the time, and we'll have to see how we recover. We'll get a real diagnosis on that tomorrow.
And you've got a message for those fans, Scott?
Yeah, I have. Yeah, it was painful, and to be fair to them, to an absolute, every single one of them stuck behind the team, and they probably understood where we currently are. While they didn't come here and expect us to get a defeat like we did, they were right behind us, and I'm immensely sorry for that result. But I'd like to think the general fan will understand that where exactly it was. I think they see a team that were trying everything they possibly could, and they were in their powers to try to do whatever is today, and maybe some other times this season. The levels were just far too great for us.
Dan, thanks a lot. Obviously, a pretty difficult afternoon. How do you go about picking the players up?
Yes, it's very difficult, of course, and that's going to be the main focus after today. Look, tonight will be a long night, a sleepless night, and I'm sure everyone else, the players as well, will reflect, and it will be a difficult one to really process. I suppose it's times like this when you become a little bit older and you're trying to tell a story to the younger ones or your grandchildren, you always bring up the stories that we've always heard about the adversity, and we had an experience which wasn't good, and what probably defines someone, or certainly you want to tell the next bit of the story, which is this is what we did, and we regrouped and we managed to do this and this, whatever that is. So probably that's what we need to do now, because like I said, not many teams have been beat. 9, we have. We need to try and tell the story in a positive one, that we showed character and showed real resolve, and that's the main drive now.
Like you say, it's a young team, and they're learning a lot of harsh lessons.
Yeah, we're learning real harsh lessons, and at times it's probably not fair. To be honest with you, at times it's probably not fair, because the lessons you learn at this level, and I don't just talk about Liverpool or the 3 fixtures we've had, because they've been the best teams in this division, but this division's ruthless, and these players, that's why I feel for them a bit. They're learning, and it can leave some scars at this moment in time in terms of the experiences they're facing, and
So it's a really short turnaround for the next game as well. How do you see the next few days going for you personally in the squad?
Well, I think tonight's tonight, isn't it? It's just it's keep your head down, face up to what's happened. Try and look into why certain things happened or certain goals happened. Certainly, us to decide as a club exactly the route we want to go down, what we want to do, and then after that, like always in football, you have to reboot and try and go again, whatever that situation may be, really. So that's what we'll do.
Cheers, Dan.
Hi, Scott. After a certain point, I think it's fair to say tactical changes aren't really going to change much of the game. So as a manager, how difficult is it to see, Liverpool performance sort of like that when your hands are kind of tied, really?
Yeah, I think that's exactly it. That was exactly it. It was painful. It was absolutely painful. Liverpool were ruthless. My boys were flat to the floor. Like, I don't think I can look at one of them and say, yeah, okay, we lacked here, lacked there. They were foot to the floor, and they're at times searching for some oxygen, really, and trying to breathe, really. It was a tough, humbling experience what we've had today, really.
Last one, anyone? Thanks.
Scott,
Just one.
are you hoping it's the low point of the season today?
Is
the lowest point?
At this present moment in time, for sure, definitely for this. But at this moment in time, where we currently are, I can see some more. To be honest with you, so we need to make a decision. That's just where it is. So I think I've been clear on that from the minute I stepped in. I've been clear throughout all of that in terms of how this season could look for us. These experiences, what we're going to face, what they may look, and that. I stick by that, and that is exactly what it will look like. We need to make a decision and try and help this young group, who at times are struggling for air, and every one of us, me, my staff, the fans, we need to make that decision, really.
Can you get more quality in before Thursday? Will you be able to get more quality in?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. We've been trying to do that. There's millions of reasons why. There's loads of circumstances why. This is not just as straightforward as not being able to sign players because players don't want to come or whatever it is. There's a lot of issues here for the reasons why we've not been able to do that, and it just depends whether them issues resolve or we make a decision. That's it, really.
Nice one. Thanks, guys.
Cheers, guys. Thank you.